Did you know that after slavery was abolished in the 1860s, a lot of the slaves decided to stay with their slave masters? Yes, the same slave masters that beat them, raped them, fed them very little, that treated them horribly, that broke up their families and tortured them. A lot of them decided to stay with them and take on the name of their slave owner rather than get off the plantation and make life out on their own. Why? Because of fear. Fear that things would be worse out on their own in freedom than it would be in captivity and bondage. And that's the same thing that's going on today. I'm going to talk about it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Quam Teasy with the Christocrats and the Red Pill Reality. So we, as Black people, suffer from some sort of syndrome where we want to take on the name of our slave masters, and we are afraid of freedom. And anybody else who decides that they want freedom, we vilify them and jump on their neck and make sure that we do the dirty work for the oppressors. That's what's going on right now. You got your boy Kanye West. Last week, I'm sure you guys saw the video, the end of last week, that he put up some tweets supporting Trump. Oh my gosh, that is the worst thing ever possible. He qualified it by saying he doesn't agree with everything Trump says, but but in the last 8 years before Trump, nothing has happened for Chicago, and people are dying daily on a regular. That is a fact. That is a verifiable fact that we are killing each other. Young people dying by the droves in Chicago and other cities. So the whole left-wing media and all of these fans and these fake fans and, morning show DJs and also came at Kanye. And I think in a moment of clarity, Chance the Rapper, he, tweeted out something, just one sentence, saying that all Black people don't have to vote Democrat. Oh my goodness, that's the worst thing that he could say. As a young man, he's a millennial, and he said Black people don't have to vote Democrat. It seems like it's such a bad thing, because what are you saying if you're saying the opposite, that Black people have to vote for Democrat? That's what they think. That's what they want you to think, that we have to vote Democrat, that they have control over your individual thought, and that should tick you off. So later on, not too far after that, they must have came for Chance. They must have came at him. They must have threatened him in some sort of way, his fans, losing fans and whatnot, because he changed his mind and put out an apology for just saying that one sentence. Just that one sentence. All Black people don't have to vote Democrat. Doesn't seem like it was a whole lot. So I'm going to read his tweet. I'm going to comment on it. You're going to see how ridiculous it is. So this is from Chance the Rapper. He says, and he did it on April 27th, 9:40, I think it was. 9:40 p.m. or in the morning. I'm not sure. Anyone who knows me knows how passionate I am about my city and my loved ones. Chicago. He's from Chicago. And so is Kanye. Kanye West is not just a mentor or big homie to me. He's my family. No matter how much I may disagree with him, it's hard for me to watch people talk about someone I love, even if they were justified in doing so. So he's saying that they were justified in talking bad about Kanye because Kanye said that he supports Trump. You see how twisted this already is? I didn't speak up because I agree with what Kanye had to say, or because I expletive with Trump, meaning I didn't say what I said, the one line saying that Black people don't have to vote Democrat because I'm a Trump supporter, God forbid, or because he agrees with what Kanye says. He didn't say that. I did it because I wanted to help my friend and because I felt like I was being used to attack him. How are you being used to attack him? By just one line that you said. That doesn't make any sense. And you only did it because you were sticking up for your friend, not because so you must believe that all Black people must vote Democrat. You're going to see he contradicts himself. Unfortunately, my attempt to support Kanye is being used to discredit my brothers and sisters in the movement. What movement? What you talking about? What movement? You talking about BLM, Black Lives Matter? What movement are you talking about? And I can't sit by and let that happen either. See, these are the left people, the people on the left talking these platitudes, talking these general grand words that remind us of the civil rights movement, and they don't have anything of the sort. Nothing of the sort. They're just a lot of whiny babies that are blaming people for the issues that they could fix themselves. I'd never support anyone who has made a career out of hatred, racism, and discrimination. So Trump's made a career out of hatred, racism, and discrimination. Y'all wasn't saying that when he was just Trump and not the president. Nobody was saying that. It was the uproar. Nobody was saying that when he was on TV. Y'all watch this TV show? Like, this is so fake and phony. It's hilarious. And please, somebody produce hard evidence that he was discriminatory, that he was racist, and he had hatred. He was ruthless in his business dealings, but that was with everybody. You don't become a billionaire like he did without being that way. So he was ruthless in his business dealings, but it doesn't make him a racist. I'd never support someone who talk about Chicago as if it's hell on earth and then take okay, wait. So you wouldn't support someone who would say that Chicago, talk about Chicago as if it's a hell on earth. So you saying that it's not a hell on earth? Talk to the mothers that have lost young men there. Talk to the brothers and sisters that have lost it. Talk to the dead people that are, Chance, you live there. You know it is hell on earth. It is. In those areas, maybe the white areas or the suburban areas are not, but go live in those projects over there. You probably come out of those projects. You don't forgot where you came from. It is hell. Why do you think that people want to get out of the hood? Because it's Disneyland? No, it is hell. Let's be honest. Let's be real. I'd never support someone who takes steps to make life harder here for the most disenfranchised among us. How did he do that? How did Trump take steps to make life harder? Please, somebody tell me. What steps is he taking to make your life and disenfranchise people harder? What is he doing to make it harder? He's actively going out there making things harder for black people. Give me just one example. One example how he's making it harder for black people or Spanish people or any minority for that matter or any disenfranchised people for that matter. Are you talking about immigration? Come on. I understand why people are disappointed with my words. You mean that all black people don't have to vote Democrats? You understand why people are disappointed with just that? But I was raised to believe actions speak louder than words. Right. Except for Trump. So Trump says some crazy stuff here and there. None of them are racist, by the way, truly racist, but his actions have shown that he is very much trying to boost the economy for all people. But I was raised to believe actions speak louder than words, so let my apology be seen in my future works. What? Apology for what? And let me make up for my poorly timed comment. You said, black people don't have to only vote Democrat. That's a poorly timed comment. We don't have to only vote for Democrat. Let's get it straight. We don't. We have our own free thinking brains. And immediate action and advocacy for those who need it most. My statement about black folk here's where the contradiction comes in. My statement about black folk not having to be Democrats, though true, was a deflection from the real conversation and stemmed from a personal issue with the fact that Chicago has had generations of Democratic officials with no investment or regard for black schools, neighborhood, or black lives. So, but I thought that Chicago wasn't a cesspool, wasn't horrible a place to live. So what are you complaining about now? You see, you guys see the contradiction? But again, said that junk at the wrongest time. He used an expletive. We have to talk honestly about, well, now he wants to talk honestly. We have to talk honestly about what has happened and has been happening in this country. And we have a challenge. We have to challenge those who are responsible. Oh, you mean Democrats? As well as those who are giving them a pass. Oh, you mean all the voters that vote for Democrats and all the black people that vote for the Democrats who started redlining, who did the New Deal and got black people in the hood in the first place, who created Planned Parenthood in order to exterminate black people? You talking about those people? That's who you talking about? Oh, you talking about you just talking about Trump. If that happens to include someone I love, someone who is my brother in Christ, I'm not even going to touch that one. I'm not even going to touch that one. And someone who I believe does really want to do what is right, it's not my job to defend or protect him. It's my job to pick up the phone and talk to him about it. And that was the end of that tweet. And I'm surprised Kanye didn't respond to that from what I saw. But you see how much BS that is in that? And I'm so sick of it. You got snatched back up on the plantation, Chance. You had a chance to be brave and leave the plantation. You got snatched back up on it. You know what it is. You know what it is. And in your tweet, he showed that he was contradicting himself. He knows what it is. If Chicago was such a great place to be in the hood of Chicago, then you wouldn't have any issues with the schools or the neighborhoods or the investments for jobs and whatnot. You wouldn't have any of that. So y'all don't be fooled by this. Don't be fooled by it. Black people, please keep waking up. Keep coming up off the plantation. You don't have to vote for Republicans, but you're going to find out that you're more conservative than you thought. If you like these videos, go ahead and subscribe, share. Please share so we can keep waking everybody else up as we continue to grow and be actually woke. Share these videos. Hit that bell for the notification so you can be told when another video comes up. But y'all, get off the plantation, be brave, be Harriet Tubman and keep running. And let's go back and get others off the plantation, off the Democratic plantation. Because as a Christian, we are to follow what Christ says and be responsible for ourselves and speak the truth in love. So love God, hate sin, y'all. Until next time.